Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Take a Seat with Chi with me, your host, Gael, and Happy New Year's to everybody. Today, we have a famous Canadian artist on the couch, okay?
All right.
So if you don't know, today you know.
Okay?
Woo! So I'm very excited to have you on my couch. This is Gary Beals.
I'm excited to be here.
Happy to have you.
Goodness, yes.
Welcome on the couch.
Thank you. A nice blue couch.
Yes. Welcome to the couch. So let's just jump right into
All
it.
right.
Yes. So when did you fall in love with music?
Oh gosh, we jump right in. Yes.
Yeah.
When did I fall in love with the music? At a young age, I would say church. Church. At church is when I fell in love with music. Going to church, always hearing music, singing at church. That was pretty much my first introduction to music.
I think every great singer starts from church.
Yeah, like that's the root of where it all begins.
Yeah, there's like when I go on Twitter, there's like funny things and they're like, R&B singers no longer start from church because it's not the same. Like, but if you started in the church, you could blow, you could sing. Yes, so love that because I grew up in the church as well. So I know about the music and stuff like that. So it's just lovely to hear that everybody has started from the church and that's what they fell in love with music. And I'm just like, I love that.
Yeah, and I'll never forget the feeling of just being in church and listening to the music and singing to the music. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about your musical journey. Like, when did you decide that you want to pursue music?
Oh, when did I decide I wanted to pursue music? Well, like I said, I grew up singing in the church from a young age. And when did I decide? I would probably say, I was in a gospel group at maybe the age of 14 called The Light of Day. And I think at that time, that's when I was like, oh, I love this music thing. We were performing at various churches, different community events, some award shows in Nova Scotia. And that's when I was like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. And I think I want to pursue this further. Yeah.
Love that. Okay. And we were talking about this before, but we met at a listening party about 2 years ago. And what drew me to you was just your energy. You were such a good vibe. I didn't even know you were an artist until we follow each other on Instagram.
Yeah, because I won't talk about it.
You are somebody. I was like, oh my God. Verified tick. So I was your energy was just amazing. And I was like, this is my first listening party because I just started in the industry. So I was like, let me go see what this is about. And then I met you. And the vibe was just a good vibe. Yeah. So shout out to Chris for having
definitely
such an amazing listening party.
Bringing good people there, the good vibes.
Yes. I just want to listen to good music and just vibe out.
And you were a vibe.
Yes, thank you.
Your energy,
I remember so clearly because sometimes you go to events and you meet people, but you don't remember meeting people. But that night, I remember and just vibing it out with you, even after late into the night. Definitely. So
thank you for your vibe.
No, thank you for your vibe. And that's when I knew you were from Nova Scotia. I called you Nova Scotia. So so going into my next question, you're from Nova Scotia. So I know that Scotians have a deep history. Every time I meet a Scotian person, I'm like, you guys have deep history, because I'm always like, because me as an African, I'm always like, where are you from? And they're like, we're from Africa. You guys say I'm from Nova Scotia.
Yeah. Patriotic, we're we say Scotians. Generally, the Black Scotians will say Scotians. I'm from Scotia. But there's that deep root history of the Black Nova Scotians. Majority of the Scotians came from the descendants of slaves. So back in the late 1700s, early 1800s, it was the Jamaican Maroons, it was the Black Loyalists, which was the largest group that was sent there, and then the Black refugees. Just so much history, but it's really deep rooted.
I always hear stories. There's a lot of scary stories from Nova School. Ghost stories.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because growing up, I went to this place called the Boys and Girls Club, and I guess people that used to work there were from Nova Scotia.
Oh.
So they would always tell us like ghost stories about that place, and I was like, that's a scary.
Okay, I don't know about the ghost stories. I mean, I've heard of like witch stories, but
I heard some. I was just like, I don't know why, but every time I would hear Nova Scotia, I'm like, that's a scary place.
Oh no,
yeah,
no.
But
so
then
never
been.
Oh, you need to come. You need to visit.
But that's what I'm saying. You go so often. Weren't you not just there?
This is it'll be. I mean, I'm going again, so it'll be my third time this year.
Yeah.
And then
Already.
The
year just started.
I know. This is the most that I've been there in such a short period of time.
No,
I always feel rejuvenated. Like every time I go, come back, because I get to spend time. I mean, generally I'm going because I'm performing, but it's also a time for me to see friends that I grew up with and just spend time with family and stuff like that. So yeah,
I think I might have to.
Yeah, you may need to tag along.
Because you have a time. Because I'm like, I don't know.
Always a time in my
family. Oh, like my mom, my dad. Because I just performed in Scotia, and after the event was over, and my parents, they were the last people there. Last people in the house. It's like security's waiting. I'm just like, okay, you guys, like we gotta go. Me, my mom, my dad, and my brother. Yeah, the last.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, that's a good
So they're
I have to tag along.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for
it.
Road trip, baby.
Yeah, road trip. How far is that?
18. It's 18 hours.
No.
Okay,
we flying.
We flying then.
So. Like I said, we have a Canadian legend in the house.
Okay, all right.
You were on season 1 of Canadian Idol, and you were a finalist.
Yes.
So, can you please walk us through that experience? Like, because first of all, we growing up, every time after school, me and my family would, like, whenever the American Idol would come on, watch the auditions and just laugh at people that were not good. And it was just like a good, like, the tryouts, American Idol was just a good vibe. Like, watching it, it's so good to see who's going to become a finalist out of all that. So when Canada had it, you were on season 1. So you're like, you got to experience the first ever Canadian Idol, and you were a finalist. Yeah. So walk us through that journey.
All right. So I was on the first season of Canadian Idol 20 years ago. Well, now going into 21 years. It was in 2003, and it was the first season of American Idol had just ended, I believe. No, it was coming to like the finale, and I fell in love with American Idol. Is reality TV wasn't really a thing back then, so it was the first kind of like reality show, and just to see like regular people from like small towns, big cities, just going out, having passion for singing music and performing on this big stage, it's so exciting for me. So I was so excited when I heard that Canadian Idol was coming to Canada, and a group of my friends, we went out to audition, and I made the preliminary rounds, and then the show was aired in Toronto. And I made it to number 2, so the runner-up. So I don't even know who won that season. Ryan Malcolm won that season, But a part of it was like it's like a blur to me, because it was such an overwhelming time, because I'm from this small community in Nova Scotia, and then to be like immersed into like singing, in front of all of Canada. Yeah. And Canadian Idol was huge back then. Exactly. So, it was really overwhelming for me. So there's parts of it that it's kind of like a blur, but it was quite the experience. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's really what kind of catapulted my career to doing it full time. Yeah. So I'm grateful for that experience, and just the opportunity to be able to perform on, a large stage, and then opportunities to perform all across Canada as well. Amazing.
Yeah. So would you say that, because I feel like when we watch these shows now, like singing shows like American Idol or like The Voice and stuff like that, you get to see great artists and amazing artists, but then after the show is done, you don't see any of them.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you, because you said that it did help you, but do you feel like did it really like help you to like get out there and make it easier for you in the career?
They don't. It's kind of like you do the show's done, and you're on your own. And because you don't know the music industry, I mean, you know, I just had a passion for music. I just love singing. But then there's the music industry, there's the business side of it. And I was very green with the business side of it. So I felt like, you know, it's kind of like, okay, you're just throwing me out to the wolves sort of thing. So there was that frustration when it came to, you know, completing the competition. And but I mean, I guess you just got to keep it moving. You just got to keep going with it. But it would be nice if there was, you know, like maybe mentors or, you know, people that you can reach out to, because it was a lot.
You would think behind the scenes that they would have stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just a show.
Just a
show. Entertainment, once it's done, it's done. It's like, okay, on to season 2, on to the next season, right? But yeah, definitely very overwhelming. Yeah, that's how. Because I'm like always like, what happened to that? Like when I watch The Voice, I'm like, yo, they're so good, but it's like, what happened? Because then you're on this high, right? Yeah. And it's almost like you hit a glass ceiling, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, now what do I do?
Exactly.
And I was young and naive and innocent, and it's just like I said, I just had a passion for music. So after it's done, it's like, okay, well, what's next for me? Yeah. Did you like get like a manager right after? Or? I did have my brother was managing me at the time, but he had no you know, background in music at all. It was just because I needed someone to manage my career, because, you know, the phone was ringing, emails were being sent, and, you know, people wanted to book me all the time. But again, he had no knowledge in music. So that's where a lot of the difficulty lies. And a lot of it was like trial and error. It was like, okay, well, let's just test this. So let's see how it goes. And then there was a point in time where I kind of lost the passion for music because I was so heavily involved in the business side of it, and I really didn't like that side of it, because it's just like, I just want to sing. I just want to sing. That's it. So I lost the passion, and I kind of just fell back from doing music for it. Wow. See? Yeah. I feel like they should do something about that. Like, since they're so focused on like, oh yeah, the boot camp or the finals and whatever, you guys should have like an education thing in the background. We don't have to see it on TV, but like help people. It's needed. Move on. Like, you know? And there's a lot that you have to grasp within the industry that is just like, I have no idea.
Like, I have no idea.
Like these 360 deals that we hear about.
I mean, even still to this day, like, I mean, I've been in the industry for like 20 years, still to this day, it's just like, oh my goodness, I have no idea how that works. Exactly. Or like, you know, you're just finding out, like,
you know, how certain things work or information. So it can be a lot.
Wow. Yeah. That's a bummer. Like, to hear that, like, from your experience, but. Yeah.
And I never really had no mentors along the way. Like, it really was, there were times I felt like I was on my own. Like, I was in the wilderness, like, on my own. Like, fighting for your life. Fighting for my life. And there's, like, lots of wolves. It's rough. Yeah. Lots of snakes, lots of wolves, lots of, people just ulterior motives, and, you know, you think that they have your best interest in mind, but no, they're looking out for themselves. Damn. Yeah. Womp womp. Yeah. That's the part about the industry that I absolutely hate. Yeah. I mean, I'll never change who I am as an individual. But that's a part of the industry that I absolutely hate. Wow. And even at times, even if I have to like consciously take a step back and be like, you know what? I just need to take a step back because I know what it felt like then, losing the passion. I'm just like, I can't lose that passion for music anymore, even if I like have to, again, consciously take a step back and collect myself and then move forward. Oh, wow. Let's turn the page. That was very depressing. Oh, like, let's have a little sip. Because, wow.
But I'm still in it, so cheers to
that. So, like you said, I know how close you are to your family.
Yes.
How was it? How supportive were they when you told them like, oh yeah, I want to take this full time, like do music?
Oh yeah, like my parents were so supportive. Like my father always have been, extremely supportive, even to this day. My mom, my release party that I had for my 4th album in November 2023, they came to Toronto and, and they cried tears because that's how proud they were. Like, just seeing the reception of like, the people that came out and, how people received the music. Exactly. They've been really supportive over the years. And they've always been supportive from day one. Whatever my passion is, just go out and do it and do the best that you can. Mm-hmm. And that's always been what they've instilled in me.
That's great. Love to hear that.
Yeah.
We need some more Black people like that.
Yeah.
Because we see a lot. I tell a lot of my guests, I'm like, we see a lot of parents not really wanting us to pursue these type of careers because they probably just because they see from the outside looking in how hard it is to get in, and there's like possibilities and all that stuff. But I would want to see more people like pushing kids to do or like from a young age doing what you guys really want to do, like what you really want to pursue, and like be supportive of that.
Of course, like whatever your passion is, like let's support that. Exactly. Because if you have that support behind you, that literally is what helps elevate, because I wouldn't be where I'm at if I didn't have the support. I can't imagine not having the support that I have. I really wouldn't be, I probably would have be off on doing another career. Yeah.
Damn.
So it's amazing having that support, like the community support, the friend support, the family support. It's so important.
Yeah, it is.
And for me to be able to do what I love to do, not what somebody else wants for me, because that happens a lot. Our parents may want, you want to take you in this field of work, and it's just like, well, that's not what I want to do.
So
no, that's really good. Love that.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the Canadian music industry?
The Canadian music industry.
The Canadian music industry. How do I feel about it?
Because I feel like you've worked a few places.
I guess from as a Black artist, as an urban artist, there's not a lot of platforms. There's resources. But I don't know if it's gatekeepers. I don't know what it is. It's really hard maneuvering through the Canadian industry. And even from a revenue standpoint, to continue to do it, there's difficulty. I mean, even when I look at all across Canada, I look at Black artists or urban artists, I'm like, well, what Black urban artists do we know on a national level?
Exactly.
And there's not that many.
There's not.
And you would think over the years it would get better and we would be more visible.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think there's been progress, but I think, we need to do a whole lot better.
That's what I think too.
Personally speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. And I know the difficulty that, that I've experienced within the industry. I'm self-managed. I've been self-managed for quite some time, and it's even hard to find people to manage me, or my music is all of my records have been independent aside from my first album. But all independent albums, and it's just me out there kind of creating a team or putting together a team. And there's difficulties that lie with that, and there's been many times that I wanted to give up, but there's just something in me that's just keep pushing, and it's important for me to be visible to inspire and encourage other people that are coming up who want to do that.
Now we hear that a lot about the Canadian music industry, and it's like, what is wrong with it? America's right across the border. Why are we
and a lot of the American artists will come over and they'll do well over here.
The shows, but here it's just
that's why
it's difficult.
A lot of our owns go over there.
Oh yeah, I mean it makes sense to go. It's hard here.
It is.
It's hard.
I just don't get why. Why is it so hard?
Yeah, and I don't have the answers, but there's a lot of frustrations within within the industry. especially a lot of a lot of my friends that are in the industry that are artists, independent artists, there's, that frustration of how do we sustain what we're doing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Canadian industry, I don't know who's at the top, but you got to do something. Yeah,
have to.
Because I feel like if something is done, even if it's a little, I feel like there's be so much positive outcomes out of it.
Well, because there's so much talent.
So
here.
much
talent.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I go to different shows here in the city, and it's just like to see the talent, to hear the talent. It's just like, oh my goodness. An artist that I'm getting introduced to, and it's just like, oh wow,
who would have thought?
Yeah. So.
Canada.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't have the. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that big question mark. Mm-hmm. We don't know. So talk to us about your song "Me for Me."
Oh yes, "Me for Me."
Is this a personal experience? Walk us through.
Yeah, Me for Me. So Me for Me is my first single from my third album, and that came out in 2020. And that's kind of when I came back to doing music, because my second album came out in 2009, and then I took a 11-year break from doing music. And I was just trying to find myself. There was periods of time where, like I said, I lost passion for music, and then there was also a period of time where I had to embrace and accept myself, because for years I was struggling with my sexuality. And so parts of that song is me embracing myself, accepting myself, and then talking about a relationship where I'm going into the relationship where it's like, you have to accept me for me.
Exactly.
This is me. This is what you're going to get. Yeah. And if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
Let's keep it moving. So it's almost like I'm, the line in the song, I think, oh my goodness, I totally forget the line of the song, but it's like I lay bare naked in front of you. Yeah. But it's not laying literally naked, but giving you me, all of me. And it's how can you not take me for me? So it's a part of just accepting and embracing self, and at the same time in a relationship being able to be ourselves in the relationship. And that's how relationships flourish, right? I think there's that disconnect when we're not able to be ourselves.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah,
it's a banger.
No.
Yeah. So how do you prepare to make music? What do you do to get into your music bag?
Yeah. When I create music, I always create music in phases. So I'll take a break from doing music, and then I'll just live, have experiences, travel. Travel has inspired a lot of my music. And then when I come back, then I want to get in the studio, and I just want to kind of experiment and be spontaneous in the studio. Sometimes it's just playing a track and then kind of just freestyling over the track, or I'll have concepts that I want to talk about. And then sometimes with certain producers that I'll work with, I'll give them references as to this is sort of the sound that I'm going for, and then they create the music, and then I'll build from there based on the concepts that I want to talk about, and then the lyrics fall into place. If a few of my records I've done some co-writing. So I'll bring in a co-writer just to help with kind of just pull out different direction, different sound for me, but still be able to remain authentic to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you do travel a lot.
Yeah,
I always see you, and I'm like, you are not in this place, always somewhere. And I aspire to get to that level of traveling, because last year, I think I did most of my traveling in a whole.
Oh.
I just kept leaving and leaving and leaving.
And it feels good, right?
That's what I'm saying. This year I need to top what I did last year.
Yeah.
Because honestly, being here for too long, no, it's not for me.
I'm ready to permanently leave.
Yeah. That's what
I'm ready to permanently leave. So this is my year of like saying yes to opportunities, yes to traveling, yes to whatever, music opportunities come my way. But yeah, I absolutely love traveling. I always say like that's the best thing that you can do for yourself is to travel and to get outside of your box. Because I remember, growing up in a small community in Nova Scotia, like I was so comfortable in the community. And even before I went off to university, like I didn't even want to go off to university, which was still within the province, but like just a different area. But it just opened my eyes. It broadened my perspective and just, learning about different cultures and meeting different people from different parts of the world. And then I'm a foodie, so I love like trying different foods.
Different places,
different places. So I just absolutely love traveling.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that one.
Non-stop. Like that's what I have to do. Like I can't imagine life
without traveling.
Yeah. Like,
no, trust me, you got to. Because I'm like, every time I look and I'm just like, you stayed here all year? How the hell are you doing that?
Yeah, no.
Because I would break. I can't.
Yeah, no. And I'm a stickler with my
like money, so I'll finance myself well, and I'll set aside money for like travel. Like every month, I set aside a certain amount of money so that I can take trips, like in the year, even if it's just small trips, even if it's just a road trip. But like, I definitely have to get out of the country every now and then. Yeah. Well, before that album, my third album, Bleed My Truth, came out in 2020. Wait, 2020? Yeah, it did come out 20. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 2020. I'm like, what year are we in? We're in 2024, Gary. But yeah, my third album came out, Bleed My Truth, 2020, like during the pandemic. And so just releasing that album, it was great because like it was my step back into the industry and trying to like maneuver because there was so much changes in the industry because my last album was in 2009 and now it's you can stream music. It's a different way of consuming music, so that was kind of like like kind of the initial stage for me, but then for this album, The Melody Within, it just kind of happened organically over the pandemic. I started recording this album in I think around April of 2020, and and then I had this vision to make like a two-sided album because I'm a lover of like soul music, like classic soul, because my parents used to play a lot of that stuff. And then that idea came about, and then so it was just like gathering producers who I wanted to work with. So for this album, I worked with like over 7 producers. And it was just getting in the studio and just writing and just writing and just writing and just making the music and then piecing it together. And that's kind of how this album came about. But it was over a 2-year period of time. So, and then I just wanted to get it right, because there was so much music, there was so much people involved, songwriters, producers, and I just wanted to make sure that the sound was cohesive and it also represented who I was after my Bleed My Truth album, because here I was like bleeding my truth, accepting, embracing myself, and it's like I call this the aftermath of my Bleed My Truth album, and it's tapping into this melody within, like all the beauty that lies within this being. So I'm just proud of the process, proud that I stayed in it, because there was times that, trust me, I wanted to give up like so many times, but it's the support of friends and family that just keep you going. It kept me going. And so I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for this album.
Love that. Love that. So my favorite songs in the Melody Within are I Like That and Self Revolution.
Oh, Self Revolution.
So talk to us about that. I Like That is just such a good vibe. Okay. I'm like, it's even going back to the music video, it's like barbecue. You know, it's bringing everybody together, having a good time. And it's like, I just love it. It's a good vibe.
Thank you.
So like, walk us through those two songs.
Yeah, so I like that. I was in the studio with another Nova Scotian artist. His name is Jordan, and they were just doing kind of engineering, vocal producing sort of thing. But we decided to let's just write a song, and that one just came about kind of just spontaneously, and. And then he went in the booth and he laid a verse, and then after I got home, I was like, wait, let's just make this let's have him feature on the track. And then I was like, let me think of a hip hop artist in Nova Scotia, because I wanted to kind of showcase a Nova Scotian artist on the hip hop vibe to add to the track. And then so we got a hip hop artist, KO, on the track. And that kind of just came about, and then I was just like, well, it's kind of a homage to Nova Scotia. So I was like, let's shoot it back in Scotia, and just gather the family together. Let's have that cookout. That's what we do down home, right? Come around, have a good time, food, music, good times. So sort of that's how that one came about. Like I said, just kind of just spontaneous, and it's just a fun vibe. And then Self Revolution is probably my favorite song on the album. That one I wrote with Beat Child, and it was such a different track that it wasn't even gonna go on the album. But then I was like, well, I don't even want to release an album if Self Revolution is not on there. And because I had so much, and this happened during the writing of this happened during the pandemic, and there was so much frustrations for me with the system, government and stuff. And so a part of it is talking about the system, but it's also talking about that we can literally be the change. Individually we can create that change for ourselves. And so that's why it's called Self Revolution. And it's just an empowering, inspiring song. And despite the difficulties that we have to face in life, it's just we can literally be that change that we want to see. And then I was excited to shoot this video in New York. So excited to shoot the video in New York. I always had this vision to shoot it in New York. I didn't know how it was going to happen. And it just, the way it happened was just, I'm just blessed how it happened. Because my videographer, he was in New York July Canada Day weekend. And I messaged him for I needed some paperwork completed for another video that we did. And he's like, oh, sorry for the delay. He's in New York. And he was like, he knew that I had the vision to shoot Self Revolution in New York. He's like, I'm in New York. It would be cool if we could shoot the video in New York this weekend. And I'm like, wait, I got a free weekend. I technically was supposed to go to New York, but I just canceled it. But I'm just like, let me just drive up to New York and let's just shoot this video. So that's what we did. I called my friend. He's like, I can drive down with you. I rented a car. We drove down to New York, left Sunday morning, 4 a.m., got to New York at 1 p.m., shot the video scenes in the night, and then we shot in the morning the next day, and then I drove back because then I had to shoot another video here in Toronto on the Wednesday for my song All of Me. It was just... But it was just it was just so amazing because it's this was my vision to shoot this because it just fit the aesthetics of the song to just shoot it in a New York or a Detroit. And I'm just glad how that all came about.
When I was watching the video, I was like, why does this song remind me of a different version of Runaway Love by Ludacris and Mary? Okay. I guess when the guy started running in the video, I was but I was just this just it reminds me of that. It's, I don't know why, but I just put those two together, and I was like, this is gonna have to rewatch that video now. I was like, oh my god! And when he started running, I'm like, Runaway Love. So I was like, yeah, no, this I like the vibe of the video.
Yeah,
so it was really those are my two
you.
favorite songs. So yeah, like I was saying about, I like that. It's like the perfect example, music vibe of like hip hop and R&B today.
Yes.
I felt like you were very on brand with the trends of
Yes.
music these days.
Yeah.
Like it's just like the beat, the melody of how you were singing, the rap. I was like, yeah, this is giving like the music today.
Yeah, and my friend was like, one of my friends, actually a couple of my friends, they were like, oh, I love this sound for you.
Yeah.
I love this sound for you. Because it's like a new sound.
Yeah.
My sound is very retro, soul kind of vibe.
So I'm glad that I worked with Jordan. He was able to pull out like a more current vibe, but it's still me. You know what I mean? But yeah, it just has that sound. So I'm kind of eager to kind of dip more into like elements of that. Yeah.
I was gonna say though, you're not afraid of trying different things.
No, I'm just like, for this record, I'm just like, whatever works. Like I know what doesn't work for me, so I'm not gonna. If it doesn't work, I'm just like, no, that's just it's not authentic.
Yeah.
Because there's been years of me not being authentic with myself, so I'm just like, I'm not going back there. Whatever I'm releasing, it needs to feel authentic. But I'm open. Like I'm open to just trying different sounds, different things. I think that's the whole, beauty of life is, just being open and you're just exploring. Yeah.
Okay, so if you weren't a singer, what would you be?
Oh gosh, I think I would be like a therapist or something. I just love, I love sitting down and listening to people and listening to their story and dissecting kind of, okay, well, let's get the root. Let's get to the root. Like, why is your behavior like this? Like, why do you feel this certain way? So, yeah, and especially when if I have a drink, oh my goodness, I'll be at parties and it's just like, there's times like I'll talk with people and we'll have like crying sessions. So I think if I weren't a singer, that's
No, I like that.
Yeah.
That's good. So I was gonna say, like, you aren't, like I said before, you aren't afraid of trying different things.
No.
So when I was doing my research and I was in the catalog, for example, Blood Red Roses, the remix, it gives like an Afro and dance vibe.
Yes, it does.
So how did you get to that?
Because I said a lot of my music is inspired by traveling, and that remix was inspired by my trip to South Africa. I went to South Africa in February of 2019, my first time in the motherland. Fell absolutely in love with like just being there, and then hearing Afro beats. I think maybe Afro beats, maybe like just like that sound, almost like for the first time, almost. And then just being in that space, it was just so freeing and liberating and just so fun for me. And so that's what inspired Blood Red Roses. And then I was like, let's do like for the remix, like let's make it let's give it an Afrobeats vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
And
look at that.
yeah. And then the video, I wanted to showcase like all blacks in the video, for the remix video, Just like, let's showcase the beauty of blackness.
Exactly.
Like all shades of blackness.
Let's vibe.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. So talk to us about Not That Strong.
Oh, you went back. Oh, wow.
So you mentioned in the song.
That's my first album.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. You doing your research?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I have to. So you mentioned in the song that they say a man is supposed to be strong, and they say a man shouldn't shed a tear. So that message is clear.
Yeah.
But why did you decide to let this message out in such a pleasant way? Because I'm like, the vibe of the song was very good. Like, if like you said, soul, R&B. Like, why did you decide to talk about like Not That Strong?
Yeah, because I mean, it's a song about vulnerability, saying I'm not that strong. Like, and, they do say a man's, not supposed to shed a tear. Like, we're supposed to be strong. But we need to be, as human beings, it's important for us to express our emotions, express how we're feeling. And if you feel like shedding a tear, it's okay. Shed a tear. And so, I'm not that strong in that relationship. I'm just not that strong.
Yeah.
And
okay.
yeah, and it's fine.
Yeah.
And I shed tears.
Yeah. Honestly, because I feel like even as a person, if you don't cry, it's like you're a robot.
Oh yeah,
something is off.
I cry all the time, and I have no qualms about crying. I tell people like, you should cry. If you don't cry, like maybe there's something
wrong.
Because that's holding like a bunch of
emotion like inside. Crying is healing. It's therapeutic for me, and I mean, it has been over the years. So sometimes I'll just cry tears of joy. Like it doesn't mean I'm crying, I'm sad. Like sometimes it's healing, sometimes it's tears of joy. So cry and let it all out. Yeah.
So what are some of your musical goals this 2024?
Oh gosh, I think I just want to take a break and go on vacation.
Oh, you're already doing that. No, you can't take another break.
Yeah, I think
but my musical goals this year, I want to do more live shows. I really want to get out there and really perform my albums. Like when I did my album release show, kind of just selecting the playlist. Like I knew I wanted to do songs from the new album, but I really wanted to showcase songs from my previous albums, and it was hard for me to like choose, okay, which song. I was like, I like this song, but I only have a certain amount of time. So there's a plethora of songs that I have, like a large catalog, and I just want to get out there and just perform live with a band. I grew up listening to soul music and watching, like James Brown and Otis Redding and all of those classic soul artists perform with live bands inclusive of like horns. And so I just want to get out there and perform, even if it's just an acoustic, kind of vibe. So that's one of the goals, is just to get out there more, to perform in front of a live audience, and then to work on new music, and maybe do more music like I Like That, to experiment more into different realms, different maybe genres of music, different sounds, and get out there and network, and maybe do duets, do features, collaborate with different artists, and find different producers to work with.
Well, I hope that all that happens this year.
Yeah. I believe in manifesting.
Exactly.
Because,
I write like on notebooks all the time, and even sometimes I rewrite like my goals, and I look back every now and then at what I write down and just how those things have come to be. Like so yeah. I'm manifesting that for 2024.
I started like doing that, like writing stuff actually out on paper, and then hopefully going back to see that this has actually happened this year. So I'm with you on that. Exactly. Right? Yeah. Okay. So this is the second part of our segment of the show. Okay. So we're gonna play a game.
Okay.
It's called One Artist, One Song.
Okay.
So when I was listening to music, I'm like, who might you like?
Okay.
So I'm hoping that the artists I have on this list, you will be able to sing us a song.
Really?
Yeah.
I hope I know their stuff.
That's what I'm saying. So I hope that I did. I hope that I'm at least a bit spot on with who I put on this.
Oh, so it would be artists you think I would know?
No, and that you would like to listen to, or that you would know their songs.
Okay.
So I name an artist, and you sing a song.
I would have
artist.
to sing one of their songs? Oh, Lord Jesus.
Like, not all the way. You could just give us a little bit.
Oh, Lord, I hope I know this stuff. Is it a bunch of artists?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
So
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm terrible with this.
So let's see.
Okay.
I think you'll be fine.
Okay.
So
you may have to do a little bit of editing.
It's okay. We'll figure it out.
Scrap this one, but let's try it.
So today, since it's the Super Bowl, Usher.
Oh, okay. Usher, what Usher?
Oh my goodness.
You're thinking too hard.
Why no? Oh my goodness, Usher. Why was it Usher? You make me want to leave. Wait, I don't need no, but I gotta. Do I gotta sing the whole song?
No, just a little bit.
Okay, that part.
No, but sing it. You have a good voice.
You like sing my way. What I say goes, and I'm in control. I don't even know the lyrics, but anyway,
you got it.
Shame.
You got it. My way.
Yeah.
My way.
Or you made me want to leave the one away. Start a new relationship with you. This is what you do. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that was a little warm up for you.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beyonce.
Oh, Beyonce.
Beyonce, yes. Oh my goodness. Halo. There's the Halo. Okay. There's Single Ladies. There's, oh my goodness. But I gotta sing it?
Yeah, sing something.
Oh my goodness. Oh gosh, wait. Oh my goodness. I really have to sing it.
Sing something.
Oh my goodness. I can see your halo. Halo, halo, halo. I'm just singing that part because
that's fine.
Cause she on a whole other stratosphere. Yeah.
Deborah Cox.
Oh. How did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. I tried that love thing for the last time. My heart says no. Ooh. Nobody's supposed to be here.
Another Canadian legend, Deborah Cox. Yeah. We could claim her as one of our own, child. Right. Justin Timberlake.
Oh, Justin Timberlake. Oh my goodness. What oh my goodness, why can't I oh my goodness. Justin Timberlake. Oh my goodness. Why can't I think of one of his songs? Maybe can I do when he was in the group?
Yeah, he's a part of it.
Oh my goodness, wait. How can I not think of Justin Timberlake's songs? But and I can't even think of NSYNC them songs. Oh my goodness. Shame on me.
Do you know Mirror?
Oh,
that's a really good
yeah, that's so high.
That's
yeah, but that's high. That's a hard one.
Yeah,
I don't even know how he sings that one live. Yeah, it is. But I love that song though.
It's a very good song.
Yeah. What's another one? Can you name another one?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Okay. Because I got stuck on that one.
Is that him?
Wait. Yeah. He performed it on the Super Bowl.
Yeah. What's another Justin Timberlake
song? By the end of this song.
Yeah.
Talk to me, boy.
Yeah, that's a good song.
It is.
He just sold his
catalog?
Yeah.
Really?
Last year. And people are like, why would you do that?
Oh, okay. And then I just seen he had a new song out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does selling catalog mean? Can you tell me what that, what is
selling catalog? Oh, selling the catalog. That's selling your music. Your masters.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. Maybe, for money, I guess, depending on how much.
Money?
I don't know. I would hope that he would get a large amount of money for selling his catalog.
I wouldn't do it, child.
But
that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know.
I believe in ownership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Weeknd.
Oh, The Weeknd. Oh my goodness, what's that song? This song.
Oh my goodness. Oh, why The Weeknd? The Weeknd. Oh, and I sing that song all the time, but it's wait. I sing the song all the time. The one about terrible. I'm terrible at this game. Oh my goodness. Oh, maybe I need help with this one.
What song do you sing all the time? I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I just know a lot of his
old stuff. It's like the drug one, but a lot of his
songs were about drugs back in the day. EXO?
No, it's one of his new older songs.
What's the song that he sang in that album where he's like he's just like going through a bunch of stuff? I don't know. The Weeknd turned weird to me, child.
Oh, I want to look up. How do I not know this song?
What did he sing at the Super Bowl?
I didn't even watch his performance on Super Bowl.
Damn, I just know a lot of his stuff back in the day.
But what? So it's a back in the day song.
No, but there's this one song that he dropped. I think you might be talking about the song that he dropped like maybe like a few years back that he performed at Super Bowl, where he was like,
well, there's a Flash. Did he do Flashing Lights? No, that's not him.
No, where his hair was like, and he's wearing like a red suit, the gloves. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
I don't know what. I just lost it. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. It'll come back to me. But how could I forget this song? Oh, anyway, it'll come back.
To go to the next one.
Okay.
It'll come back to me.
Do you know Brent Faiyaz?
Oh no.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
No.
D'Angelo.
Oh, like
Oh gosh, D'Angelo. Yeah. I mean, Untitled, but I can't sing that one. But
yeah, that's a hard song.
I'll sing when he did the remake of like Cruising.
Sure.
Baby, let's cruise away. Oh, whoa, baby, let's cruise away from here. Don't be confused. The way gets clear. Cause if you want it, you got it forever. This is not a one-night stand. I'm singing some high on the rapness for that one.
It's okay.
But it's not, he don't sing that high. But anyway, that one, Cruising.
Okay.
That's a cover he does.
Okay, but that's okay though.
Yeah.
He sang it though. The cover.
Yeah.
Okay. Michael Jackson.
Oh my goodness.
rock with you all night, turn you into sunlight, rock with you all night. Oh, wait, let me do the verse. Girl, close your eyes, let the rhythm get into you. Don't try to fight it. There ain't nothing that you can do. Relax your mind. Lay back and groove with mine when you feel that heat. And we can rock the boogie, share that beat of love. Yeah, I'll stop there. I wanna rock with you all night, dance you in today. I wanna rock with you. I wanna rock the night away. Hey, oh, you can sing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, out on the floor, there ain't nobody there but us.
Yes, sang. How about Prince?
Oh, Prince.
Kiss the, oh my goodness. Or, Purple Rain. Mm-hmm. Let me do Purple Rain. What Purple Rain? Now I can't even think of Purple Rain. Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible.
Just in the chorus.
Purple rain, purple rain. Yeah. Purple rain, purple rain. Yeah, that's all I'll say because why can't I think of the verse? Terrible. I'm not good at this game.
You know somebody named Sir?
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, you're the only person.
Yes,
Do you know?
Yes, you know what? Because one of his songs was on.
Maybe it was a show that I was watching. Maybe it was a show based in LA about drugs. And that's...
I thought you were probably going to say, what's it called? Issa Rae's show. Insecure?
Oh, maybe it was on that. It was either on that one or the one... It was shot in LA and it's about drugs. And I remember hearing this song and I had to Shazam it because I was like, who is this? Yeah, and I Shazammed it and it was like, and it was Sir. And that's how I got introduced to his music. But I don't know how to sing any of his songs. Yeah.
Okay. But I wonder what show you're talking about. Is it Snowfall?
Snowfall.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was one of his songs on Snowfall?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because he's from LA.
Yeah, it was Snowfall, yes, because that's the one about the drugs. Yeah. yeah. And I was listening, I was like, oh, what is this song? Yeah. And I remember I Shazammed it, and I was like, loved it.
Yeah, okay.
But I can't sing it. Okay. Yeah.
But I do love his music.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
To sing his stuff.
Yeah. Alicia Keys.
Oh
gosh, Alicia Keys. I'm terrible. Alicia Keys, like, no one can get in the way of what I'm feeling. No one can get in the way of what I feel for you. That song reminds me of Atlanta. I remember we drove down to Atlanta, a group of my friends, and that's the first time I heard that song.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a good vibe.
Yeah.
That was a good vibe. What about Sade?
Oh, Sade. Oh my goodness. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. That's all I'm gonna sing because I don't know the verse. Smooth operator.
Yeah, I like Sade.
Yeah, she's a vibe.
She is.
My friend's a fan of hers.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Erykah Badu?
Oh, Erykah Badu. Oh, beg a lady, you gon' get your bags. I'm terrible with the lyrics. But wait, I think you better call Tyrone. Call him and tell him, come on. I think you better call Tyrone. Come on. Call him. Oh, no, we harmonized everything. But you can't use my phone.
That was a good, wasn't it a freestyle?
Yeah,
She's crazy. And that was so good.
Yeah.
So good. Brandy.
Oh, I want to be down with what you're going through. I want to be down. I want to be down with you no matter the time or day or night is through. I want to be down.
Yeah.
I know anybody's gonna be lonely. Hey.
Okay. Last one.
Oh.
Stevie Wonder.
Oh,
okay. I know so many Stevie Wonder songs. Very superstitious. Ooh. Yeah. Riding down the wall. Or signs still delivered on you. I mean, oh gosh, or Sir Duke, or I know tons of Stevie.
Okay. You did very well.
but I want to go back to
The Weeknd?
The Weeknd, because I can't believe I don't know that song. Oh shoot.
In The Weeknd has so many friggin' songs.
I don't know.
Maybe I don't know that one.
Yeah, but he has a lot of songs.
Because that's the newer one.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about newer.
It was his like big song, like one of his biggest songs. Oh my goodness, how could I not know? Like, and if I Google it, I'll be like really geary.
Because I'm like, if it's back in the day, that I definitely know it.
In the video, he's on stage. There's a part where he's on stage.
Oh my goodness, I believe he's on stage. Yes, he is. What is the song? Like, what, you don't know what his... No. You got to help me out. Call a friend. Can you call a friend on this game?
No, we don't have a lot.
Oh my goodness. Do you know it? Oh, so yeah, the Weeknd song. Can you name a Weeknd song? Like an old, like when he first came out.
Like anything from like House of Balloons, maybe.
I don't know the albums.
Often.
No, not often. It's
50 Shades.
I can't feel my face. Oh, like yeah, but I love it. Oh, I can't feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it. But that's the one because yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good song.
Best of me and leaving And I know you get the best of me, at least we'll both be young. And then they will both be beautiful and stay forever young. This I know, yeah, this I know. She told me don't worry about it. She told me don't worry no more.
It's such a radio song. Yeah. Everybody knows the lyrics.
Yeah.
Come
that
on now.
And maybe, I hear songs on the radio and I can sing them, but I got to sing them with him.
Exactly.
Clearly, it took me a long time to figure that one out. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Woo! Well, you did pretty well. Honestly, you did pretty well.
I did okay.
So, thank you so much for coming and taking the seat with me.
Oh, yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. For someone who don't like doing interviews, it wasn't that bad. Thank you.
I had a great time having you here.
Yeah.
But one thing we do before we end is ask the artist to put 2 songs on our playlist because we have a playlist.
Okay.
So what songs would you like us to add on our playlist of yours?
Oh, of my songs.
Well, I'm going to add it like that already because that's one of my favorites. Yeah.
I like that. Add that one on there. And, oh gosh.
Maybe because you're good people and you're good vibes, add good people, good vibes.
Okay. Good people, good vibes.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah.
So we add it to our playlist, which is available.
But go listen to Self Revolution.
Yes.
Yeah. Or How Do I Say I Love You?
Exactly.
That's one. Yeah.
Me for me.
Me for me.
Yeah.
Bleed My Truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of it.
Pictures.
Yeah. It's all gonna be
Guns N' Roses.
Yes, the remix. The remix.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's all gonna be available down below. I'm gonna tag all your information, and when it's out, you guys will get to know Gary a little bit more.
Yeah, listen to the music. 4 albums. 4 albums.
Yes, 4 albums.
Yes.
4 nice albums, and there's more to come.
Yeah, definitely so.
Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you so much for having us.
Thank you again.
Thank you all for watching.
Yes.
Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and be back for the next one.
Come on now.
Bye.